Welcome to the battlefield of brains, where strategy meets chaos, and every move burns with intensity. Watch grandmasters clash, pieces fall, and legends rise. Wesley opens with d4. The central pawn surges forward, staking claim to the heart of the battlefield. Victor replies with nf6. The knight leaps out like a seasoned guard, testing Wesley's intentions. Wesley continues with c4, expanding his territory, summoning pressure on the d5 square. Victor strikes back with g6, preparing to unleash his fianchettoed bishop, calm before the storm. Wesley develops nc3, reinforcing the center. His pieces assemble like troops around a banner. Victor pushes d5. The classic Grunfeld duel begins. The center ignites into conflict. Wesley supports with nf3. The knight lends its strength, tightening his control over key squares. Victor deploys bga7. The dragon's eye opens, ready to breathe tactical fire down the diagonal. Wesley plays Carrefour, a sudden check, like a sniper shot from the flank, forcing black's response. Victor calmly blocks with bd7, a solid interposition, diffusing the early tension. Wesley retreats qb3, shifting his queen's aim, eyeing the dark squares with quiet menace. Victor captures dxec4, breaking the center open, claiming a pawn to provoke imbalance. Wesley recaptures qxec4. The queen sweeps back the pawn, restoring order and pressure. Victor castles 000. The king hides safely, ready for counterplay to begin. Wesley plays b4, development with aggression, lining up toward the enemy's camp. Victor responds with na6, a rare move. The knight heads to c5 to test white's setup. Wesley advances e4, fire in the center, challenging black's control head-on. Victor counters with c5, striking back instantly, a duel of pawns exploding in the middle. Wesley pushes e5, closing the center, locking horns in a tense standoff. Victor develops b6. His bishop joins the fray, eyeing the queen's side and center alike. Wesley sacrifices tension with xf6, opening lines, luring chaos onto the board. Victor captures bxec4, accepting the exchange, hunting for counter chances. Wesley completes fxe7, a pawn on the rampage tearing into black's fortress. Victor takes key xa7, regaining calm, though his king is now exposed under stormy skies. Wesley continues bxe4, developing with tempo, his pieces hum with energy. Victor replies cx4, breaking open lines, seeking freedom for his army. Wesley meets it with r-done, a rook to the open file. The pressure begins to mount. Victor strikes k5. His queen steps forward, aiming both at attack and defense. Wesley calmly b5, a tactical jab, forcing weaknesses in Victor's coordination. Victor interposes f6, a desperate shield, but his king's defense grows fragile. Wesley captures bx4, slicing open the center, tightening the noose. Victor counters f8, calling reinforcements to block the d-file. Wesley castles 0-0. The king finally safe, ready to turn defense into fury. Victor thrusts f5, trying to seize initiative before it's too late. Wesley retreats b3, steady and sharp, keeping control of crucial diagonals. Victor exchanges rx stone, simplifying, seeking heir in the chaos. Wesley recaptures rx stone, his rook still dominant, anchoring central power. Victor plays a date, contesting the open file once again, refusing to yield. Wesley answers icon, bringing another rook, the pressure doubles. Victor maneuvers nb4, sending his knight to harass and counterattack. Wesley jumps n4, eyeing strong outposts, setting traps everywhere. Victor grabs insa2, snatching a pawn but wandering far from home. Wesley strikes with re1, threatening discovery and tactics galore. Victor retreats nb4, backpedaling, unsure of where danger lurks next. Wesley reroutes nc5. The knight lodges deep in enemy lines, menacing everything. Victor hits nct2. His knight dances desperately to regain coordination. Wesley trades inks b7, capturing with precision, eroding black's queenside hopes. Victor responds qb4. The queen returns fire, chasing counter threats. Wesley captures nxd8. The rook falls, and so does black's last line of defense. Victor retakes qxe4. His queen grabs back material, but the king remains unsafe. Wesley plays icon. Dominance restored. The final assault is forming. Victor defends qd5, clinging to life, blocking lines of invasion. Wesley jumps n6. The knight crashes in, detonating a deadly fork. Victor runs kf7. The king flees, but danger follows close. Wesley slides bd2, connecting rooks, eyeing deadly coordination. Victor tries qb3, seeking trades to escape doom. Wesley strikes indate, another fork, relentless and ruthless. Victor counters k8. The king staggers backward, surrounded by white pieces. Wesley plays nb7. The knight dominates again, pressuring the entire board. Victor snaps qxbd2, clinging to pawns in a losing war. Wesley continues ndx. The knight rains fire, another check. Victor replies k7, barely breathing, his monarch still hunted. Wesley jumps nc4, regrouping elegantly for the kill. Victor checks koka2, a final attempt to distract. Wesley calmly n3, shielding everything, preparing the coup de grace. Victor trades nx3, one last gasp of defiance. Wesley answers bx3. Balance restored, white's dominance unshaken. Victor pushes a5. Desperate counterplay on the flank. Wesley calmly, nd2. His coordination perfect, no panic in sight. Victor marches a4. pushing hope forward in vain. Wesley plays h4, a slow burn, softening black's defenses. Victor replies qd5. The queen roams, searching for counter chances. Wesley responds rc5, tightening grip, sealing off every square. Victor shifts qd3, retreating under growing pressure. Wesley places ra5, an elegant setup for the final attack. Victor fights with qc2. His queen dances in despair. Wesley plays khd2. Calm before the final storm, king safe and proud. Victor advances h5, a futile attempt at distraction. Wesley strengthens f3, building a fortress before striking. Victor checks qd3, probing for weakness, but there is none. Wesley defends bh6, solid and menacing, cutting black's escape. Victor continues qd4, but every move feels like a step closer to doom. Wesley slides n4, tightening the noose again, knights circling like predators. Victor fires qb4, seeking counterplay with fading strength. Wesley coolly bd2, the bishop rises, ready to close the net. Victor counters qd4, moving in circles, trapped in the maze. Wesley plays bc3. His pieces dance in perfect harmony. Victor struggles qa3, a hopeless queen searching for salvation. Wesley calmly bd2, returning to his deadly post, waiting for the right blow. Victor repeats qd4, but repetition won't save him this time. Wesley continues b1, the quiet before the final storm. Victor steps kf7, moving the king into the lion's den. Wesley lines up bf2, preparing the final execution. Victor shoots qb4, desperation in motion. Wesley launches ra7, a thunderous check. The climax approaches. Victor crawls k8, pinned, breathless, and exposed. Wesley unleashes xfx, a knight sacrifice that detonates the last defenses. Victor shuffles k8. The king stumbles, cornered at last. Wesley finishes with rage. The curtain falls, checkmate inevitable. I'll end the video here. Please, give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep finding the best and newest videos to share with you. Thank you so much, and I wish you all happiness and good health.